Suppose you desire early retirement and fully experience the advantages of not being employed. In that case, there are certain crucial factors that you must be aware of to guarantee a content and satisfying retirement. It is appealing to accumulate sufficient savings so that your bills are covered by passive income, eliminating the need to work. This would provide ample leisure time to indulge in hobbies, travel, and spend quality moments with loved ones. There is something even more desirable than what you may expect: early retirement. However, knowing that early retirement may not align with your initial assumptions is important. It is crucial to adequately prepare for this stage of life to fully capitalize on the time and effort you have invested in your career. I educate individuals on money management, personal finance, and investment strategies. If you want to enhance your financial prospects, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and engage with the content by liking it. Financial priorities will not be a concern if this video is helpful, assuming you have sufficient funds to cover your expenses. Money will not be your primary focus, potentially for the first time in your adult life. While money remains an important factor in retirement, its significance diminishes after you stop working compared to when you were employed full-time. Leading up to retirement, your objective was to accumulate a substantial nest egg to support your retirement swiftly. You developed a habit of saving money wherever feasible to reap future benefits. However, once you retire, your focus will shift away from accumulating wealth to other aspects of life. Deciding to retire is essentially deciding you don't need any more money and you're content seeing your finances level off. It takes a huge mindset shift to go from trying to build wealth as quickly as possible to withdrawing money from your portfolio and no longer seeing it grow like it did before. Your schedule won't be what you think. No one thinks they're going to have trouble staying busy once they retire, but the realization that it's actually a challenge to stay occupied and that it takes practice to fill up your schedule is a real one. There's only so much golf you can play, so many books you can read, and so much cooking you can do before you get sick of the same old thing. Despite what you believe, chances are good that you're going to get sick of traveling and living a life entirely of leisure. It's a shock for someone who previously worked 40+ hours per week. When they no longer work at all when you're still working, it's extremely easy to fill up your free time because you only have a little bit of it. Adapting to new circumstances can pose difficulties, with the duration of this adjustment varying among individuals. While some may require only a few days, others might need several months or even a year. Certain individuals may never fully acclimatize, and the structure of a retiree's daily routine may eventually compel them to re-enter the workforce. In such cases, it is perfectly acceptable to resume employment if early retirement does not meet one's expectations. You may have achieved the desired experience and no longer prioritize free time. How could you have gained knowledge about the nature of early retirement without really experiencing it? Returning to work does not entail groveling before your former employer and imploring them to reinstate the job you despised immensely. Returning to work entails embarking on a novel endeavor, such as initiating a business that previously lacked the time or finances to pursue. This endeavor becomes more gratifying and less stressful when one's future does not hinge on its triumph. Getting back to work could just mean working a part-time job to help fill up a few days per week. Don't be surprised if you retire and due to various reasons you find yourself back in the workforce. To some degree you'll want your income to increase. You're not going to be happy if your income doesn't increase at least slightly every year after adjustments for inflation. Who would want to retire on a budget and come to the realization that they're stuck pinching pennies for the rest of their life? In other words, you should plan your retirement so you'll have more buying power each year to increase your lifestyle. If you choose early, retirees are usually able to retire early because they are frugal. Being frugal and not wasting money is an excellent habit that everyone should implement, but you don't want to retire on a lean income in your 30s and be stuck with stagnant buying power until you're 90 years old instead of planning on withdrawing the maximum amount your portfolio will allow. Take slightly less. For example, if you found 4% to be a safe withdrawal rate, consider only withdrawing 3% or so, resulting in an increase in buying power every year. You're sacrificing the power of compound interest. It's well known that the longer you're able to leave money invested, the larger and quicker it will grow due to the power of compounding. When you're invested for a long period of time, getting rich becomes much easier as the interest on your investments far exceed what You can personally save once you retire. You're giving up that exponential growth as you begin to withdraw money from your investments. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, as you'll need to do it eventually unless you want to work until the day you die. It's just something to be aware of. Let's say you have $1 million invested and you're going to retire and begin living off the gains. If you had left that $1 million alone in ASP 500 fund earning average returns, it would grow to $2 million in about 7 years and $4 million in about 14 years. You need to accept the fact that when you begin taking money from your investments, you're sacrificing the power of compound interest. You'll have more time to spend money. You're either earning money or you're spending it. Since you're no longer working, you have much more time to spend money. So planning for this is critical to ensuring you have enough money to comfortably retire without having to worry about going broke. A typical rule of thumb is that you'll spend 80% as much during retirement as you did when you were working, but this can be misleading when comparing a full-time worker to a retiree. It is evident that the worker has limited time available before and after work on weekdays, as well as a few days on the weekend, to allocate towards spending money. This restricted schedule leaves little room for indulging in weekend getaways, dining out, online shopping, or grocery shopping. On the other hand, the retiree has an abundance of free time to spend money on leisurely pursuits like playing rounds of golf, enjoying lunches outside, taking trips, visiting museums, and exploring various attractions. Additionally, they have more time to attend to household matters and plan for future endeavors. Refurbishments. Retirees often experience a reduction in costs during retirement, but it is advisable to account for a potential increase in discretionary spending. You'll need to make new friends when you retire early. You'll find that your friends and family aren't going to be around much if they're still working full-time jobs. When you are working, your schedule is matched up nicely, but now it seems like they're never around. This could lead you to feel bored and lonely if you don't find a way to stay social while you have the luxury of taking a last-minute vacation, playing a midweek round of golf, or heading to happy hour. Your friends won't have that option as they're spending their week working. They might be available on the weekends, but they probably have chores and errands to do, are tired from working all week, and are reluctant to plan activities with your well-rested self. If you find new friends, they're likely to be much older because they're the ones with the schedules that allow them to golf during the week and meet for happy hour at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Take a look at what your social life will look like during early retirement and understand that it won't be the same. Everyone is so quick to point out the positives of retiring early, and while there are many without realistic expectations, it simply won't be what you dreamed of. Early retirement takes years of hard work and dedication, and retiring early will cost a lot of money. For these reasons, in addition to others, you want to do what you can to make sure it's enjoyable. For individuals who possess foresight and understanding, embarking on this endeavor will undoubtedly be a profoundly enriching experience. However, those who lack enough preparation on multiple fronts will inevitably be disheartened upon discovering that their expectations do not align with reality. Thank you for embarking on this extensive exploration into early retirement with me. Whether contemplating an early exit from the workforce or striving for financial independence, understanding the intricacies is vital in making informed and empowered decisions. If you found this video valuable, subscribe, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, I will guide you toward financial freedom. Stay informed and empowered, and I'll see you in the following video. Take care.